complexities of designing and implementing subsidies may be illustrated by the following. There is a tendency to think that low uniform pricing policy is one of the ways to assist the poor. However, if we analyze this, a price of a particular good or service, such as water, if it is much below the economic cost of production, would imply that the water is being priced at below what it costs to the society. So there will be a tendency to over-consume that commodity beyond what is socially useful. The uniform low price becomes a particularly difficult to sustain if the access to this particular good, like water, is to be provided on a universal basis. So what we find, for example, in India, is that a lot of the municipal water is priced below cost. A lot of it is not metered, so that the marginal cost pricing cannot be done. And since the municipal water supply reaches only the broadly upper half of the income group, the lower half of the income group are not able to get access to the municipal water supply, but instead they have to pay a much higher price by resorting to alternative sources such as water tankers. So such low uniform pricing below economic cost, which is inefficient because it does not economize on resources, and it is also inequitable because it usually reaches the upper income group. Another good example of this is the way the Jawaharlal Nehru University dormitory and tuition charges and other prices have been organized. These prices were set up many years ago and have not been adjusted to the even to the rate of inflation. They are much below the cost of providing the services to the students, but the students who come to Jawaharlal Nehru University are predominantly disproportionately from the upper income groups or the top half of the income group, and therefore this kind of subsidies are both inefficient and inequitable. So there is high time that the subsidies, the way the subsidies are designed, particularly through the assumption that low uniform pricing is the way to help the poor gain access to services, need re-examination. Another recent episode of this was the railway fare increases, where if railway fares are priced much below the cost of providing them and are not adjusted even for inflation, so they stay constant in real terms, then railways cannot undertake the quantitative or qualitative expansion of their services. So the flip side, or the opportunity cost in this case, of not appropriately pricing is the very poor level of hygiene, safety, and other services which the individuals are receiving. So we need to think very carefully the issues of subsidy, and we need to reevaluate the various factors of subsidies, such as the design, the target groups, inclusion, exclusion aspects, methods of delivery, and other aspects.